Hello everyone, this is the second video. If you missed the first one, you should find a link in the description below. The first one will teach you how to import and install Strategy Quant X. If you already installed it, then this one will be right for you. I will teach you how to use those blocks to build strategies, combine them with each other, combine them with other indicators to build other strategies. Let's dive in. Welcome everyone. In this video we are going to use the custom blocks that you imported in the first video to do some strategies with it. So if you remember, we had the custom blocks all imported and the groups also all imported. Okay, so let's build a simple strategy. I'm using Tradestation. This is the usual data that we use. This is the gold daily futures, and we have no robustness check, and I'm going to disable any ranking, and we have nothing. Good. So what we're going to build is a simple strategy, both long and short, and random generation. And this is important. We will use one conditions only for entry rule, one condition for exit. Nothing required, profit target, stop loss. The data, again, I'm using 2006 to 2010 as usual. I'm not going to do any in sample out of sample because we're only testing the code at this time. So trading options, only one trade at a time. And then the building blocks. Remember, the custom block shows in custom conditions. Actually, they are now treated as any block inside Strategy Quant X. So if you click on randomly choose 100, see, it will, some of them will get picked, because to Strategy Quant X, this is part of the all the blocks. So since we are using, we want to test only these, so we go to the top, pick all, and then pick nothing, and then we will go down and we will pick all the custom conditions. Okay, and I'm gonna also pick no indicators, and we're using a only market orders. Okay, the exit is fixed. I set it at 10 days. So that's it, only the custom blocks, exit at 10 days, and we're testing on gold and both long and short. Let's see what happens. So we already got some strategies. And let's stop. Let's pick profitable one. Doesn't matter since we are not doing any robustness or ranking, but I just want to check the code now. And you see we're using one condition. So long entry signal is custom block candle pattern 2. In currently in pseudocode, this is the code that Strategy Quant uses. That's so it's not the full name that you actually see. So this is custom block number 2. Okay, and short entry signal is custom block 22. And then if we go to the next one, this is custom block 2, this is 5. Next one, again 2, 12. 2 looks very successful. 2 and 21. 2 and 27. Okay, now we got something else. 26 and 01. So you get the point. It's one entry signal and one entry signal for short, one for long. Now if we go back and if I choose two conditions. So now it has to pick two blocks. Let's clear this. Start new building. Let's pick something nice. Maybe not enough trades because it's hard to combine two of them, but in any case. So the long signal is 12 and 26, and the short signal is 25 and 3. So you see now we combined two. Of course we can pick 1, 2, 3, any number of blocks. The next step is to combine them with other building blocks. So for example, if I want to pick an indicator to go with them, and let's say MACD, and I want to pick something that I can customize later. Let's pick also the ATR Bollinger Bands. Okay, we pick three indicators. We have two conditions. And let's start again. Clear this. And start. Oh, so again, when you pick an indicator, you need to pick an operator with it. So let's say pick all of them. So now the long entry signal is the custom block number 2, and now it's one of the indicators, in this case the ATR. The short entry is only a Bollinger Band. Long entry is the MACD, and short entry is custom, this is the ATR and then custom block 3. We usually want to pick one of these around an uptrend or a downtrend. Okay, so in that case, we already programmed in the custom blocks, we already have this short trend. So I want to test the pattern when it happened around an uptrend and around a downtrend. To do this, we need to do a template. So go to Algo Wizard, click on Setting, and we will do a template. So the template will be condition 1 is a custom block which is short-term downtrend. So when a short-term downtrend random condition, we will pick the bullish candle pattern. So it's in a downtrend, the price is in a downtrend. We see a bullish candle pattern. That's our long entry signal. And our short entry signal is the opposite. So we'll pick the short-term uptrend, and we'll pick the bearish candle pattern. We will enter at market and we will exit after let's say 10 bars. Same for short entry. We'll enter at market. And exit after 10 bars. So now let's save it. And just let's call it gold candlestick then we can go to builder, full setting, what to build. We want to build a strategy from template and gold candlestick pattern. Again, we have no robustness, no ranking, so don't worry about we just want to check the code. Long entry signal is custom block 26 and custom block 17. So 26 is the numbers are not here, but I know that 26 is one of these guys. Okay, most likely is the downtrend. And then with 17. And the short entry signal is 25 and number 2. Okay, so as you know, candlesticks on their own or in a pattern, they don't have any edge, or like minimal. Their edge comes when you combine them with other indicators. So for example, let me show you. So imagine you have a so let's each bar is a candle, okay, and then let's say this is our pattern. If this coincide with, let's say, consider this the RSI, okay? Okay, and let's say this is the 70, this is the 30 RSI. So if this pattern happen while the RSI is in oversold, then that's a good edge, okay? Or it could be something else. For example, say we have this pattern, which is the 3 and this is 50 MA. When this pattern happens close to the MA, or in our case it's 1% within the MA, then we will use it. So that's the kind of filter we want to use here. It's with other indicators, but specifically with other indicators. So let me show you what I mean. So let's go to Algo Wizard and let's do a new template. Always switch off the automatic quick balance because it calculates the strategy automatically. Switch on the template and let's go back here. So what we want to do is we want to test. Let's pick, for example, the we already coded the MA. So this is the pattern within the MA. So patterns within indicators, this is the strategy closed near 1% of MA, okay, which is also a separate block, which you can use it here. It's this one. Close is greater than MA minus 1% and smaller than MA plus 1%. Okay, let's use that one. So we will add a block, and the block is close near the moving average, and we'll add a condition which is the bullish candle. And I would say I will also add the indecision candle, okay? Because if you let me show you. So for example, if this is the MA, let's say this is the 50 MA, and the bars coming down, and then near it you will have, let's say, a doji or maybe a spinning top. Okay, so that's also a count. Yes, it doesn't have to be a bullish or a indecision. Also, it's a reversal sign. So in this case, we want the indecision. Confirm. Now, currently it's AND, meaning it has to be. Let's see, we want to use, that was the, let's do the bullish. And the reason we don't know is I didn't name them. So let's name this indecision. Just to make it clear, because here it's just named it random. And this one is the bullish. So let's name it the bullish. So currently, if the close is near the MA, and both of them, of course, we want to pick any one of them. So it should be and we'll add a bracket, and we'll add a closing bracket. The first block and one of these, which is the OR. Okay. Now let's, and this is only long. So that's it for a strategy. And let's say the exit 10. Let's do 5 bars, and short entry is the same. Exit 5 bars. That should do it. And let's save it. Save as. And let's say gold candlestick. Well, it's not gold actually. It's candlestick pattern with SMA. And we can go to builder. And let's load the strategy. It's candlestick with SMA. Clear this. And start. Again, no ranking. So this is 2 trades, 20 trades. Let's pick the 20 trades. Oh, this is even 30, 40. The winners are small trades. Anyway, let's pick this one. So the MA is number 27, but it's always 27 and something. So this is 27 and 24. Here is 27 and 12. Or 21. Now we can combine the strategy, the custom blocks, with a certain indicators. So if you go to building blocks, so let's pick custom blocks. That's 27. And get rid of this one. And let's pick an indicator, which is the RSI. Okay, and we combine it with an operator which is lower or greater. So if the RSI is greater than level or lower than level, combine it with any blocks that we have, and then just mark it, and the exit is 2 to 20, step 1. And let's start. That's plenty already, 1,000 something. So longer entry is the RSI smaller than 96, and then some shift. Okay, so this has two. This is the pattern 21 and RSI, and this one pattern 3 and 11. This is pattern 3 and RSI, pattern 17 and RSI. So you see that the program will pick some RSI in a block, some 2 blocks, and some 2 RSIs. So you can do that randomly, or you can force it in Algo Wizard and build a template where the RSI is greater than 70 and another block. In signals, Strategy Quant X already have some candlesticks patterns. So it has bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, dark cloud, doji, hammer, piercing, and shooting star. So there are 7 blocks. I did reprogram these because you can interpret the pattern differently. I'll show you. So for example, so some of them will interpret the doji pattern where the open and close are the same. And also if it's very thin, and let's say this is the open and this is the close, and this would be a green bar, this is also a doji. And also this is another interpretation of the doji where it's not in the middle. So that's why I programmed all the blocks myself, so I know the code, because you can interpret them differently. Also, for example, the 3 white soldiers, which goes something like this, well, this can be like this. For example, what is a big bar interpretation? So I put it as greater than ATR 20. Okay, so this area is greater than 82 ATR. But what if somebody interprets the bar as bigger than the last bar? So you see there are many interpretations, and it depends. Each site, each book, each guru defined it separately. So that's why I included the companion book, so you know the code of what I'm doing. And that's why I reprogrammed these, just in case my interpretation is different than the programmer at Strategy Quant X. Bearish engulfing pattern doesn't necessarily means exactly as my bearish engulfing. To show you, bearish engulfing is so my bearish engulfing is defined like this. This is the code. Okay, it's in plain text, of course, so you can program it in any other platform. And that's why the companion book is very relevant to this freebie. In either case, regardless of how you program it, it's going to be the same, yes, because if you program it as 1 plus 2, it will only be true when 1 plus 2. If I program it as 1 plus 4, then it will only be true when 1 plus 4. Since we are quants, we don't care about how it looks or how the chart looks. We only want to test it and verify it that it works. So even if your code is different than mine or you make a mistake, at least it will always be like this. It will always test as whatever you coded. So I hope that was helpful. This concludes the import and using of these specialized custom blocks. And don't forget the companion ebook, as it describes all the code and interpretation of these patterns. So use them as you like and as you see fit, or combine them with others, and hopefully you'll get some different strategies than everybody else. Great, you're still here. That means you did everything correctly, and hopefully you got some use out of this video. This video by far is the longest I've did so far. Not the time that you see, but the time it took me to prepare it, because coding those blocks took forever because of bugs inside this version of SQX, and then the ebook and the illustration and making sure everything is correctly, and then editing this video. So I hope it was worth it. If it is, then please subscribe, hit the notification bell so Google can show it to other traders. See you in the next one. And use it inside SQX. This video is the second in a series. This is the longest video by far so far.